Welcome back everyone to Skincare and Beauty with Perky Perkins, where I do a lot of unboxings, makeup tutorials, and I also do product reviews along the way. So today I have my very first Empties video. I started saving all my empties once I realized I really wanted to get serious with my blogging and my YouTube videos. I just never had enough. Well, I felt I never had enough to make a video monthly. Even though I have loads of skincare, I didn't really have much when it came to makeup. So I figured next year it's gonna change though. While I go over all my empties, I will also be doing like a quick little feedback if I've repurchased the item, if I like the item or didn't like the item, just a quick little review. And so if that interests you, please stick around. But before we go any further, because I always forget to mention, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and please hit all in your notifications. This way you are sent an alert the moment I upload a new video, and I am honestly trying very hard to start uploading more consistently, let's put it that way. I'm hoping that January will be my trial run, and while I get myself situated with the schedule. So please make sure to hit that notification while I finalize my upload schedule. But anyways, you guys, let's go. All right, you guys, so because I have majority skincare, I laid everything out in front of me, and since again majority is skincare, I figured to start off with skincare. I had actually started my skincare journey way sooner than I started my makeup journey. Something that many of you guys don't know, I only started really taking care of my skin about 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago max. And because my skin was wrecked, you guys. It was just so bad. It was just so bad. Like, this is such a major improvement over the extensive amount of time of me taking care of my skin. And then for makeup, I only started really wearing makeup or doing full glam just over a year ago. I didn't do much of any makeup. I was very simple. I would barely, if ever, wear foundation, and typically when I applied makeup, it was maybe some blush, a lipstick, or a lip tint. If it's a fancy time, basically, if I was getting gussied up to go somewhere, I put eyeliner and mascara. That's it. I didn't do much of anything. I was scared of color. I couldn't figure things out because of my hooded eyes. So that's when my makeup journey began in September of 2018, actually. So at a later time, I will definitely be doing a video just talking about my journey in skincare and makeup. But anyways, let's get started with all my skincare. This is from Garnier. It's their Marcellus cleansing water. I usually get the 4-in-1, which helps remove waterproof mascara, because for me, I typically always use waterproof mascara, and this one was working the best for me back then. So much so that I actually ended up with 3 empty bottles of the large one and 1 empty bottle of the small one. Actually, anything I had doubles of, I just threw those away and kept 1 container. So I really love this guy a lot, and it has no alcohol, no astringent, so it never, I had no issues with it. But as time progressed and I started testing out other items, I stopped repurchasing it, but I still do enjoy it quite a bit, actually. So but at this time I'm using the Glossier cleansing oil to remove my makeup, or I also tried out the Thayer's Thayer's, is that how you pronounce it? Thayer's Rose Petal Cleanser with Rose Petal Witch Hazel Toner. Anyways, so I tried this guy too. I liked it. It was kind of cool. It's a 2-in-1, but I don't know why. Even though I like it, I just thought the rose scent was too much for me for a base product. I don't know, but it's nice. It's just, I'm not going to repurchase this when I have other toners I really enjoy, which I included in my skincare video. Also, this is a little bit more pricey than even the Garnier for the full size. This was a travel size, and yeah, when you're talking about full size bottles, the Thayer's is more expensive for some reason. I almost forgot until I saw this. I also finished this little guy right here. This is from Lancome. It's the double action eye makeup remover. I don't remember where I got this from. It lasted a very long time because you didn't need very much product, and I really enjoyed it. But I will say it made me feel kind of greasy and oily around my eye area when I did use it, which is why I never repurchased it, because on and off I would see the kits or the travel sizes for somewhat reasonable cost comparing to, you know, it's Lancome. And I don't know, it's just, to me, I just remember the fact that it was a little bit on the oily side for me, and I just didn't like my eyes to feel that way, so I never pushed forward to buy. I'm realizing at this second that I'm missing a toner. So technically speaking, I actually have 2 Good Molecules toners that are empties. I do not know where they're at. That's weird. They were in my, I had been storing everything in a Boxy Luxe box actually, and I don't know, it's not here. I love it. I have a 3rd one now that I just started, so that gives you your answer. And then I had the It's Cosmetics. It's a 3-in-1 glow tonic. Now this guy right here was a bit drying, I noticed for myself. I never could pinpoint why my skin felt so dry, because I liked the glow it gave me and realized it was this guy. It's supposed to be a anti-aging Marcellus water, but again, it doesn't state it back here, but I have a feeling it had astringent in it and it just never paid attention. I did finish the bottle, but again, I never repurchased it because of the simple fact that I realized it was drying me out so much. When I was about to run out of that, so that was back earlier in 2019, Allure Beauty Box actually sent us from, I believe it's pronounced Mamone Skincare. They sent us the Rose Water Toner and the Oil Cleanser. Ironic, I had 2 of each and my cleanser's missing, but the cleanser is an oil to foam cleanser, and then of course this toner. Oh my gosh, I loved this toner so much. It has a nice soft rose scent and it did a beautiful job. Now for me comparing it, I felt that it's very similar to the Good Molecules, but I believe this was a little bit more expensive than the Good Molecules when it comes to price point, because the Good Molecules is about $14 and this guy was about $22. So it's not much of a difference. If you were in a pinch and you didn't want to wait for an order, since you cannot buy Good Molecules in store, you know, you can always pick this up at Ulta, and many a times we all know Ulta has a great system where we could get discounts almost on anything. And I think, oh, the only reason I didn't repurchase it because I missed the sale during the 21 Days of Beauty. It was on sale for like 50% off and I missed it. I mixed up my dates because I usually put those in my calendar. Anyways, but this is a great product. I will definitely be most likely purchasing this again once I'm out of my toner that I currently have, because I have 2. trying to think. I have two currently that I'm using. Technically speaking, toner is the Radiant Pads from First Aid Beauty. I had actually won a giveaway and I got the whole First Aid Beauty set. Like, I got the moisturizer, cleanser, everything. I don't know why, but for me, I didn't like the moisturizer as much. I know they say you shouldn't have scents in skincare, but I like a little something something, you know. I want a little freshness, even if it's like a natural rose scent, something. So I thought it was too plain, so I ended up giving those away to someone else. And then I even had the First Aid Beauty primer with the coconut, I believe. It was like a new one, and for me, I used it a handful of times and I realized it just wasn't working for my skin. But these toning pads were amazing. I really enjoyed them. I finished them so fast. Like, it came with 60, so I would only use one in the day. Like, I would typically do this step in the evening, and I did my regular toner in the morning, just so I was able to extend the use out of these guys. But I really enjoyed them. It's kind of a bummer they're so expensive. Like, right now for toning pads, I actually have the Elemis. I got them a few months back during BoxyCharm pop-up, like the first one in the summer. Next is cleansers. Now, I know for a fact I'm missing a couple cleansers. Sometimes I would leave them in the bathroom and, you know, under the sink, and my kid or my husband would see them, think, oh, it's empty, it's trash, throw it away. And so I didn't make it in the box. I've definitely gone through a lot more than these. Like, I actually had two, oh, that's why. I had two of the Clean Bee cleansers. I love this cleanser. It was so good. It's the Pharmacy. It has a very nice fresh chamomile scent. It was a little bit on the drying side, but it wasn't a big deal to me because of the fact that I put so much moisturizers afterwards. No big deal. But this guy was amazing. Again, I went through two in a short period of time. I also went through the Sesame cleanser. I got this one through a Vox box. I really enjoyed it. It lasted me about a month. The Sunday Riley ceramic cleanser. This one was really good. I had more, like I had the Mamone foam to oil cleanser, which I went through two travel sizes. Went through one full size It's Cosmetics cleanser as well, the Confidence in a Cleanser. I can't remember all of them, but I know there was at least 4 other cleansers that I went through this last year, if I'm thinking just from April. And I do have like 2 other cleansers which are close to finishing. Now for mask and exfoliators, I don't typically go through those very fast, oddly enough. Like, these are literally the only 2 I've finished in this last year. And this guy right here from Hucko, this was actually a tester. I was a guinea pig. They actually sent this to me to test out prior to their launch, and this guy helped my skin so much. I tested it out for like a month and a half, where I would use it almost every single night, and I really enjoyed it so much that I finished it to the very last drop, you guys. It had helped me so much in my under eye area with my forehead. Now that I'm out, like, I need to find a nice overnight mask that I could really enjoy. This one I'm gonna look into possibly repurchasing, but again, at the same time, I do have quite an extensive collection of skincare where I'm kind of like on the fence if I should reorder it, or, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, should I reorder it when I have like literally 10 other overnight sleeping masks? I'm still on the fence, you guys. Now, this is from Dr. Brandt. This is their microdermabrasion age-defying exfoliator. This is the one, you guys. This was amazing. I would use it 2 to 3 times a week. When I first started, I did once a week, then twice a week, then 3 times a week. Your skin has to get used to it. Otherwise, it can aggravate your skin. It took me about 3 months to finish this guy right here, which isn't bad, in my opinion. Now, I got this through BoxyCharm when back in the day, let's put it that way, when they used to give out free stuff. Like, my sister had signed up for BoxyCharm, and we both got gifted one of these guys. And yeah. Now, oddly enough, I somehow ended up with 3 just recently. So I'm pretty excited to be able to start this guy back up, even though I do have other exfoliators that I'm currently using, and I do like them. Again, I just don't try to put too many harsh products or exfoliators on my skin, because it actually can overly dry or strip my skin, or anyone's skin in general, and I do have typically dry skin. So it's a balancing act right now, because this is $72 item, which I could not finish. This is from Uluk Henderson. It's their Transforming Walnut Scrub. When I first got it, I liked it, but then I realized it was causing irritation. That's when later, as I'm doing research, I realized that walnut was not good for you, and that it actually caused like micro cuts in your skin. So I had to stop it. But I mean, look at it. It's literally right there. Like, I used most of the product because it was pretty full. The CEO Glow, we got this in our Allure beauty box. It was actually a launch item, which is really neat in my opinion. These were given out to everyone in Allure last January, before the general public. This was the vitamin C with turmeric face oil, and I fell in love with this so fast. I actually got a secondary box just for this oil. And this is a $50 serum, so this was killer. I also had gotten somehow 4 of these little sample guys, or travel sizes, whatever these are, of the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This actually made my skin feel really, really nice, but not enough to want to spend the money on this particular product. So kind of glad I somehow got like 4 little samples. This guy made it just in time. I literally squeezed out the last 2 drops on New Year's Eve, you guys. I got this back at the end of summer during the Good Molecules event, and I started using it like end of September pretty much. So this lasted me quite some time, and I really, really enjoyed it. This is definitely something I'm gonna be purchasing again. I want to say it was like $6 or $8. Most of the other products from Good Molecules I have been gifted, except for this one in particular. This one I actually purchased on my own because it wasn't part of my goodie bags or my gifted items. But again, I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, it's done, you guys. This is one of the few products that is recent and is also done. Bioessence Squalene Oil plus Vitamin C and Rose Oil. This is like a little travel sizes, or this is a sample size, so I didn't have very much, but I will say it lasted me about 2 weeks, so that's pretty reasonable. This is what I was using prior to the Good Molecules, and this actually helped me tremendously with my cystic acne in the summer. I got this in an Allure beauty bag as my 1-year anniversary gift, and I'm so glad they sent it because I had not previously tried any squalene in my skincare routine, and this made me realize why I needed to add it. So I'm very glad for that. Is the Elemis Pro Collagen Super Serum Elixir. This is one of my first very high-end products I've ever actually tried. I bought this around New Year's last year, 2019, because QVC had a buy one get one free. So this is like 70 something dollars for one. So I got them for $35 a piece. And oh my gosh, I went to the very last drop. I used both of them. Again, I just threw away the second bottle. But each bottle lasted me about two and a half months roughly. It's not bad. So this is the little Tatcha Violet Radiant Mask. This was good for like 2 uses. It was so little, you know. Then the little water cream. These are just so cute. That's why I kind of kept these. I had gotten, again, the holiday sets. This product right here from Gold Faden was really, really good. I got this in an Ipsy Plus box back in, I don't know, back in March or April, and it was so good. I let my mom try it. That I actually got her own for Mother's Day, because it did a great job at, you know, brightening and smoothing under eyes. I went through this in about 2 months roughly. Now this is like 50 something dollars, so I wouldn't be repurchasing it, only because of the price tag and because I have quite an extensive collection when it comes to skincare. Oh, I was in love. This is from Shiseido, and it's their Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream. I really enjoyed it. This one also made it right at the wire. I literally applied it New Year's Eve as well in the morning, and I was done. I did get this also sent to me to review way back in the summer, around end of May, beginning of June, and I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, I finished it, like, you know. 2 Belief Aqua Bombs. These were so good. And I got these in Allure. Allure has honestly given me so many amazing gems. I wish I could get this in a full size in one of my subscription boxes. I just feel it's a little bit on the pricey side, especially when it's considered a water cream, you know what I mean? So, but I really enjoyed it. It was very nice and hydrating. If I see a sale, maybe I'll purchase it. When it comes to skincare, I'm finally done for now. I did go through quite a bit of foundation, you guys. Again, I never used much foundation, and this year I did. So one was the It's Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation in shade Light. I bought this through QVC, actually, through like a bundle set. And this is one of my favorites. I actually, thankfully, in an Ipsy box in the summer, I got a backup. As I was down to my last few drops, I got a backup. It's a very nice full coverage. It's dewy though, very dewy, but you could like mat it down with the powder. But it's such a beautiful, flawless coverage. Ugh, just the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. I love this guy too. It has such a great coverage. Now, I just heard that they changed the formula, so I'm kind of worried because I really did enjoy it. And I even noticed myself that one of the concealers I used to love to use, it's not working the same. So I'm not sure it's my skin that's changed or if it's the formula on the concealer has changed as well. Tarte Double Duty Shape Tape Foundation. So I finished this guy. Oh, it's in shade Light Sand. I did finish this because I didn't want to waste my money, but it was very drying. Now, I wish I would have known about my trick with, you know, mixing oils and serums with the foundation back then when I was using this, but honestly, it was just so drying and cakey, and this is supposed to be the hydrating formula. So I wasn't too impressed, and it started breaking down pretty fast throughout my day, so I would never repurchase this guy. Fenty. So this Fenty, this is the original. I actually finished it in August, I want to say. This is a very watery formula. It's very, very matte. Now, I would not repurchase this formula, though I did purchase the hydrating formula, which I enjoy a little bit better, actually, well, a lot better. Otherwise, I would have returned it to the store. But this one, again, same, it just would dry and crack up. I had to always mix it with an oil or a serum, something to give it some dewy effect. And otherwise, it would get really, this is definitely meant for dry skin. Let's put it that way. ColourPop Concealer. I will never buy this again. I finished it, but I finished it because I used it on my lids for eyeshadow on simple days, but I hated this. It just did not work for me. It just was so bad and cakey. I actually would purchase the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealers in the jumbo size. These are only $3 more than the regular, and you get 3 times the product. This is my 5th one I went through this year. And again, I started another one recently, and it's different. But anyways, this guy right here was really, really good. It blended well. It didn't cake on me. I hope I could figure out what's wrong or what's different. I hope it's just my skin, because I really did enjoy this concealer. And again, it's only $10. And then this guy. This is the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. This guy right here was shade 6, and I went through 2, you guys. I really enjoyed this concealer. It worked so beautifully. Kind of just keeping this for like a tiara effect or something. I actually literally have my second one just in the little basket because it has the little star. This broke like the day I got it. It tipped over as I was filming and boink, broke off. But anyways, I really liked it. It's very nice, very hydrating, and it didn't crease whatsoever. So I'm excited for him to release foundation. I've gone through 4 minis, and I have 3 of the regular size Slay All Days that I've gone through, and 1 that's about to finish. So I really do love and enjoy this. And also remember, you guys, I am a Gerard Cosmetics affiliate now. Again, I was purchasing these way before I became an affiliate, and again, I love and enjoy them. So I highly recommend. It really locks in your makeup and you're good to go. The Urban Decay All Nighter, I wasn't a fan, actually. In fact, there's still a little bit in there. I just didn't like the scent. Like, I'm all about scents. Like, if I'm spraying on my face and it smells like a contaminant, it's like, ugh. Which leads me to this guy. It's from Makeup Revolution. I got this because it's supposed to lock everything down, like sports and, you know, active people. This one had a horrible smell. It smelled like oil. It really did. But I finished it because it did work. So it's like the trade-off. I think it was only $8. The MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus in Lavender. I actually purchased 2 this year of these, and I really did enjoy them. But when I was running out of this one, it's when I ordered Gerard's, and I fell in love with them, and then they had sales, so I kind of stocked up with Gerard's. So this guy, this Cuddly Soothe Moisture Water, dude, this was such a ripoff. I used it 3 times for like a refresher, and it ran out. So I don't know if I got a defective bottle or what, but this one I would never buy this because of that simple fact. Now, the only 2 makeup products that I hit pan. This was the MAC Selena collection. It was their bronzer blush duo. This is the MAC Selena collection. It was the MAC Bronzer Duo. I used to love this so much. It was Tecno Cumbia, and it literally, I had a hole everywhere, and it looks like while it's in the box it just broke. I'm literally gonna cleanse it out and keep this. I love Selena. Anything for Selena. If you've seen the movie, you know. It's Cosmetics by Pores Pressed Powder. Yeah, this one's the same way, see? There. You see how it's like all lifted and stuff? I literally hit pan. I tried and tried until finally it was so kind of chunky when I was applying. I'm like, ooh, it's going bad. But anyways, I've gone through 2 of these pressed powders. No, 2 in 2019. This was my tried and true. It took me a very, very long time to get on board with loose powders, actually. I'm glad I did, because it's really helped me out a little bit, but for the most part, I'm still a pressed powder girl. I love pressed powders. And you guys, I have just these left. These. My brow products. This one is the Ka-Brow by Benefit. This one is pretty much done. There's only like residue and stuff around the rim. I actually had this, I purchased this back last November-ish when it was on sale. It took me a while to get used to it because I didn't know how to do my brows up until, you know, this last year. But I really did like it. I like the formula, except that it keeps on drying out. So I'm glad I found out about Ink Lot. So it really saves your pomades. The Gimme Brow by Benefit, I actually went through 2 full size and 1 travel size I got from Ipsy. And now I started another one. Also have gone through 3 of these brow pencils, the Precisely My Brows in shade number 5. I love this brow pencil. This is my OG favorite once I've discovered them. I actually had purchased 2 of the ABHs while they were on sale, and I don't know, I just feel like they don't perform the same way. They look the same, but I find myself taking a longer time using the ABH, because even though they swatch the same color, like the dark brown, the pigmentation payoff's not the same. So I guess this is for someone that wants a lighter brow. These are 2 empties of the Billion Dollar Brow, which we got in BoxyCharm around April, March. I actually really enjoyed these 2. My only drawback, which is after time and using, these fade off pretty quick. Like, I realized it one time when I was taking pictures midday. I'm like, ooh, I found a good backdrop, right? And I go to take my picture and I have a big old bald spot right there. I'm like, what happened? I haven't touched my face, especially not on the upper brow area, maybe down here, you know. And so it looks really good at the beginning. It's more of a rounded tip instead of a precise tip, but it didn't wear well throughout the day. Now, my last brow pencil, which this one I didn't finish, and honestly I was going to toss it. I just wanted to do a quick review on it. Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in Java. I picked this up in the Morphe Brow Kit, which I really fell in love with the brow pomade. And I like their little brow highlight kind of color, you know. But this brow gel, I just was not a fan. The brow pencil comes out a gray tone, which is weird. Like, why is it gray? Well, there's like a gray undertone for some reason. And then the brow gel made my brows so stiff and hard. It was just, I like to still have that soft flexibility of my brows so they don't look like, you know, I put hairspray on my brows. But anyways, so for the most part, that's all the items I actually considered as empties this year. I kind of just threw away my eyeliners and my eyeliners and mascaras again, because I just felt those we go through so quick, and they expire in a 6-month period, and they start smelling bad. And I was kind of fearful if I accidentally applied one of those without double checking, because again, for a while I just kept it near my makeup, I might end up with an eye infection. I get worried really, really fast. But anyways, so I just decided to throw those away to be on the safe side. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed my very long video. Again, this is my empties. I will be doing a follow-up video and going over because I'm going to basically start a project pan or something along those lines, where I'm going to start giving some more love and TLC to a few products every month. So anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone had a wonderful and safe new year, and I will catch you guys on Friday. Bye.